The flow interview with one human at the moment. Here with what is time? What is the field? What is flow? What is it? It's been a beautiful thing. It's changed my life in so many ways that I was so needed. It's something I'm constantly trying to define and share and to inspire others to join and attempt the practice or attempt the hoops, the mental hoops of that's not about flow. That's my agenda. And that brings me to like, what is flow to me? It's like this place of noticing when I leave flow, like noticing the agenda, noticing the othering, seeing others as not me, or the fixing or the performing, and now wanting to be a good facilitator. And what's so beautiful about this practice is like that is included or that is part of. And yeah, it's easy to leave flow, I suppose. Is there leaving flow? There's leaving our, it's where the paradox gets me a little bit. But when I notice that I want something to happen, or I want something, or I'm othering, it's like the practice enables us to notice that disconnection from flow, or noticing the contradictions or and it brings this thing that I love so much of including everything, because I've studied and been in this self-help, help others, all these modalities from hypnotherapy to CBT to yoga teaching to mind body, hands on, the list is long. I apologize. I apologize for apologizing. And there we go down the loop. But I'm coming back. What I love is like being with what is, being with what's here. And sometimes what's here is not all the skills. There's moments of life getting in the way of slowing down, something like that. But the practice of being able to be with what's here. And sometimes that's like noticing I want to be a good facilitator, noticing I want to be seen as a good facilitator, another level. But the practice is like getting to notice all that. And then coming back through the field, like through being, oh, it sounds like I'm finding it in my body, the swirling of like a universe of humming, like the planets. And this practice of the practice, like a workout, like a laboratory of being with our container and being in a container with others and witnessing from a part of us that's not caught, even if we're caught, like having the practice to notice being caught in the othering and the judging, in the distractions of life, and then contacting that space that is holding it, that is the part that what's noticing, judging. It gets real, like I just love this part. And it gets woo-woo. It feels very um yeah. So it's like We get to be human. We get to be with what's I'm doing 5 minutes at a time here. That was 5 minutes. So two more 5 minutes to go. That did distract me though. But so moving from the practice of like, oh, we get to witness being human. So we're not showing up. This is what I'm not showing up to be a perfect facilitator. I'm not showing up to like do the job of facilitator like I did the job of a yoga teacher, like embodying like this peace and that's beautiful. And I love that. And we're all drawn to different facilitators at different times. And like what has changed something in me in a shift that was so huge was like meeting people that wanted to go faster. So there's a lot of slowness and it's beautiful. And slowing down helps us do the thing of like noticing the contradiction, including everything, feeling the other person or persons in the field, noticing the field, and slowing down is so great for that. But being human includes lots of speeds. So that was like one of the, oh, there's all flavors. There's So part of flow is noticing when we're not in flow. It's like such a beautiful contradiction, noticing the distance. And then it's not about solving the distance or solving, oh, I'm caught, or I'm like, oh, seeing that person is not me. It's like, it's not solving it. It's not, but it is like, I love this practice and I did a workshop on Ho'oponopono, but it's like, where does that live in me? And you don't have to call it that or do it that way, just how I've done it for years before Relateful. Where is that in me? And when the intention isn't to create the connection, the intention is like the looking, is the expansiveness of noticing how human we are, how human we all are, like how human I am, how human you are. Um, so it's like an including of all the humanness. Like that's what flow is to me. It's not trying to get somewhere that we're all at peace. It's not trying to get somewhere where we're all in love or all vibrating in this. Because I've done so many modalities where the goal is to get somewhere. And that's what's so different in this. Even though I strive for skills, I took the Relateful Flow course to learn um to do it at higher and higher level skills. And I appreciate different like mentors and like I think there's a skill here, even though I'm talking about being with what's here and not trying to change or become something. So it's this beautiful paradox. But this being with the thing is how things can shift organically. Is that so? Like an old way of saying it, it's kind of a dead story because I've said it so many times, but like I learned how through flow to be with my emotions instead of become them. Like, and especially with big ones like anger, and I'm still working on some of it, but even just touching like shame and being with shame, I'd never in my life before flow been with shame. I experienced shame. I felt shame. I wanted to crawl and hide and dig in a hole and peel my skin off, being dramatic. But I never had the witnessing. So getting to be with it is not trying to fix it or change it, but this being with this thing, this whatever it is. That for me, that in the early days was anger and shame, and they happen still, but they were really I'd never ever been with them. I'd only become angry. I'd only become my shame and would quit my my work and quit my comedy and quit my things and just live in shame for months to even a year. So in a field, in a group, last 5 minutes. So I apologize for the beeps. So yes, so great, perfect timing. Just moving right into this field that was like the personal story and like, and then this field of doing it together, of feeling each other when other people bring and share where they are. And then there becomes, okay, so we're like energy. And I'm so sometimes I call it, so I have a Facebook thing that's page or group or something, whatever it is. It's circling energy. And I always saw it like as a chemist, as a quantum physicist. The fields of every electron, I mean, every, well, even there, even at every atom, every molecule of like, we're made of 99.99999% space. And in that space are these teeny tiny things, and they're moving really fast and they're doing like circles all the time. So, like in the field, we are have all this energy and all these, and then there's energy that comes. So all that's happening, and then as that's happening, intertwined in our cells and 8 trillion cells, and all these things are happening all at once, and it's intense and it's loud. And I go, ah, but that's really true. Our aliveness is like a lot at once, more than we could. Just one human. Then you put a bunch of humans together, and you have all these systems. Simplify it, like nervous systems working and interacting together. And so we're all like emanating our energy all the time, even if we're, which I didn't know. I always thought I could hide. Like I didn't know I was still emanating. Like in the, don't look, I'm hiding. Not here. The shame. Uh, so this energy is like here. And so we could tap out and witness ourselves, be with things like shame. But then the field is like, we're all together, and it creates every time, like we all know here in facilitators, creates like I think Bloss introduced the word constellation, or it was a Jordan Bloss talk and Level Up, but it was like a constellation. Everyone is unique, even if it's the same group of people, because our energy is constantly changing. Pardon me. So the field is just this magical thing that like somehow was missed for most of my other modalities, even though hypnosis takes you into some deep places, and there's all kinds of different things I played with and would tap it and feel the field in deep meditations, like go to deep places, expansive beyond anything human, and things would come to me that were not me, and blah blah, blah. But together in a group, and I've meditated with groups and meditated together, and it's beautiful, and the shares after can be beautiful and deep and transformational. But the flow practice is different than that. It's alive. It includes our life. It includes how we can feel towards each other. It doesn't have enough. I don't have enough words. It's like the deeper thing of separation, felt non-separation, felt to like the connection, but also like in this field, in our world, there's this, I think Charles Eisenstein speaks of it, and the way I say separation is like I hear his voice, but like it's like the illusion. I think in the Course in Miracles, like separate, it's the illusion of I am my own thing and you're separate. Like the in the field, it's not I work on myself and you work on yourself. Like we're in a shared relational field, and like whatever's happening, if you want to call it work, it's the work is the noticing, the efforting is the holding and looking at the container. And I might be a little off on that, but just to summarize, let's see, how long do I have left? 43 seconds. Okay, let's not beep. It might be a minute. Flow to me is this place where we can be with all of the things, including love, including disconnection, tension, triggers, reactions. And in there, you have this sense, a felt sense of being with not by fixing, not by bypassing, and turning sometimes inward of like, where is that in me? Am I othering? Is that here? And then from there, because it's what's in you lives in me, from there, the shared field and the witnessing, I feel like I didn't the witnessing is like being human. Witnessing like equals human. Like my definition of human is not my story and my da, 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 da. It's like the humanness is the flow to me is like getting to be my humanness. Flow is like a laboratory for being the human, the real human, not the human that was um conditioned and programmed and survival and but this other human that's like really like that's where there's no words like yeah. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's see. I did 15 minutes.